the lockout ends tomorrow and somebody calls you and says, free agent, non-drafted rookie, come to our camp, honestly, what would you tell them?
So I'm going to think about it, but I have a pretty good job, and I'd have to be pretty sure about it that it would work out. I'm happy with my job with Scott's Miracle-Gro, and it's going to be tough to beat that.
Okay. You're graduated and everything. You're done.
Correct.
When did you walk?
I didn't walk because I missed it because
Okay.
I was down at the bowl game.
Okay.
So
it was
I
a winter
missed it.
graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Graduate in December.
Okay. And tell me where you're at, what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're back in the area.
Kind of. I just bought a house in Palmyra.
Okay.
Moved into Palmyra this past weekend, and now I've been working for Scott's Miracle-Gro since March 13th.
Okay.
I'm a sales manager for them, and
Okay.
I manage 14 stores, have 6 guys working for me, and
Okay.
I basically go in, promote the product, set up marketing ideas for it,
Okay.
which is what I did an internship in up at school, and I loved
Okay.
it, and the job fits it, and
Okay.
I really enjoy it.
So your degree was what?
My degree was kinesiology. Which
Okay.
has
So
nothing to
obviously
do
you're a
with
manager now.
it. Correct. Yep. So it really has nothing to do with it,
Okay.
but I did learn a lot through it. And,
Sure. Oh yeah.
You change fields.
Are you, sounding corny, are you kind of thankful that you stepped into this right away? Because it's a tough world out there right now. And how much was, getting a degree from Penn State and getting to do internships and stuff, how important was that a role in what you're doing now?
It was very important. My education at Penn State means the world to people and people hiring.
Mm-hmm.
If they see Penn State on there, they jump after that person, whoever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
My internship with Penn State Sports Marketing and Jeff Fisher, who was in charge of me,
Mm-hmm.
really prepared me for my job.
Mm-hmm.
It looked incredible in my resume. Everybody complimented me on that. But they always say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And fortunate enough for me, kind of down the road, my girlfriend's dad.
Okay, that's a lot of
if you
people.
follow it.
Okay.
Is within Scott's Miracle-Gro, and he sent out my resume, and fortunately, somebody called me the day after and offered me a job, and it was a good job, and I took it and went with it.
Couldn't say no.
Couldn't say no.
So you didn't go to Penn State just to play football and go for 4 years?
I did not. I went for the education and the dream of playing for Joe, and like I told you a while ago, that's what I wanted to do, was go to Penn State, play for Joe, be a part of his legacy, and I did that and got my education and graduated. And
has it hit you yet? What you accomplished there? You did some amazing things and played in some incredible places. And has that all sunk in yet, or maybe someday?
A little bit. I think a little more during the season when I go to the games, watch them.
Okay.
See things that I've done, and see how the team does, see how Joe continues to coach, and it's something I'll carry with me the rest of my life.
When they showed your video highlight tape tonight, I was kind of peeking over at you to watch. What goes through your mind when you watch yourself up there on a big screen and you see these things that you did, and scored touchdowns and making diving catches?
It still amazes me that seeing myself in a Penn State uniform just still amazes me that it's something I always wanted to do, and it came true, and I was able to do that. Some of the catches, some of the blocks, they still, I'm like, did I really do that? I was capable of that. They always said I was too small, not fast enough. So seeing myself, prove those people wrong, it's a compliment to myself. And I'm glad I had the work ethic and the coaching to make that possible.
Yeah, and you got up tonight and told the kids here, believe in yourself, make every day positive. Can you talk about that a little more? And
definitely.
And that's something that you did, because you went there as a walk-on, and you got a scholarship at Penn State and were a contributor.
Correct.
Those were values that you followed every day?
Absolutely. I used what everyone said I couldn't do, and I used that as motivation to work harder. There was never one person besides my parents, my family, and extended family that said, you can do this. Everyone else was like, I'm not sure about this. I don't think you're big enough. I don't think you're fast enough. You're not strong enough. I took all that, and I just believed in myself. I used my heart and desire for the game, and to prove everyone wrong that it doesn't matter about size, speed. It has nothing to do with it. It's where your heart's at. If you want to do it, you can make it happen. And that's what I did. And now I carry that with me every day. I think of myself as a walk-on every day. Everything I'm doing, I think of myself as a walk-on and say, if you want to earn that scholarship, you have to work hard every day. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you're going after. And if you do that, you can become the scholarship person with whatever you may desire.
So the LL kids that are listening to this, that would be your message to them?
Absolutely.
Don't give up. Don't ever get up and give up.
Absolutely.
Kind of a thing.
That's what I said at the Manheim football banquet. I spoke there, and that was the message I gave. Picture yourself as a walk-on. I watched many kids come in on scholarship, think the world of themselves, think they were this top athlete, and they just didn't earn it. They didn't work hard. They didn't earn it. And, it's unfortunate for them because they have so much potential. But you see the guys come in on scholarship at every school, and those are the guys that catch your eye, the guys that come in, guys that work hard every day, throughout the whole day, that never want to stop, that stay after practice, continuing, to get better. Those are the guys that, really improve, really, compete, and those are the guys that you would want on your team and within the business, whatever it is. Those are the guys that I think everybody should be looking for, not the top guys, but the guys that have potential, but they can work for it.
You proved that over and over. Last one. Your big brother went there, blue band. You're done. You got your degree. You're working. Deneen just got finished with her field hockey career and graduated. I think all the Zugs are through Penn State now. Just how happy are you that you did that and experienced that, and the whole family going to Penn State thing? What's this 5-10 years been like for you and your family?
It's been unbelievable. It's been a road to remember. It's something special that me, my sister, my brother, my parents, and grandparents, and everybody else involved in the family will remember the rest of their lives. It's really something special that doesn't happen often, and for us, we were fortunate enough. Our parents taught us well. Their parents taught them well to teach us. And we did what we were taught, and we worked hard and we made our dreams come true, and it's something special.